Hello everyone, Lau here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to my August 2022 room tour, room update, because it has changed since the last time. I mean, I'm standing here in the same spot that I was standing in February when I did my last room tour, because I'm trying at least to do a room tour every 6 months, so that you are kind of updated how my collection has changed, not only in what I got, because mainly I always like show you all the stuff that I got like in all of my other videos, but also like, do I have new shelves, or did I change one of the collections to another place or stuff like that. So I'm trying to give you an update about that every half year. And this place here right now probably looks still very similar to what it looked half a year ago, but I have a couple of new shelves over there. I have more space now, again, because it keeps changing. I keep accumulating more stuff and I keep updating it into like new shelves, etc. So let's be prepared for a long video, because let's face it, these videos are always long. So if you're not up for a video that's, I don't know, an hour long or longer, then because I won't make a second short video this time. It was just too stressful for me to make kind of the same video again, shorter and just with voiceover. I won't do that this time. So either you watch it, you can also always watch it in like split it up into 3 parts for yourself or whatever. But if you're into anything vintage girly toys from the 80s and 90s, then you're like correct here, because I'm a vintage toy collector. If you're new to my channel, I mainly collect My Little Ponies from the very first generation, but also I have a lot of other stuff. There are Barbies, there are Polly Pockets, and lots of other toy lines that are similar, and in my bedroom a little bit of all the boyish toys. So let's have fun today and have a closer look at all of my toy shelves. Let's start. So, as you might know when you've watched any of my other room tours or watched any of my other videos, I'm living by myself. So I have a small flat here in Berlin, and this is my living room. This is the main room where I display my vintage toy collection, but it is also my living room. So there's my couch, there's my TV. And usually at this place over there, there's my working desk for home office. Right now the screens are up like down there and all the stuff. So I have more room for today's video. And usually, obviously, these big lights are not up. They are just up when I'm filming. Because as you can see also outside, I have a lot of trees in front of my windows, so there's not a lot of sun coming in. It's not really light. But in order to be able to show you my collection and everything, when I film, I need to have these up. So, okay. Where should we start? I think we should probably start in this area here, because this is most of the stuff that should be new to you. This hasn't changed much, this hasn't changed much, and this hasn't changed a lot either. So let's start over here. If you remember my last room tour, then nothing of this was existing. I have one new Billy bookcase here and another shelf here. And so these are like, these corner shelves are actually like 2 separate ones. So this is one and this is the other one. This was hanging there before, a little bit higher, like maybe 20 centimeters higher. The other one was actually in that corner. And then here were just 2 glass shelves, 2 very small, one and one at the bottom, where I didn't have enough room anymore. I needed to change that up. Those are gone. This is one of the remaining ones that's now here. And I found out that another bookcase, another Billy one, would fit in here, because there's another one. So now it mirrors. This is the middle here, and there's one the same size. There's one, so I think it looks pretty good. And this is actually also one from IKEA. It's another, what was it called? I will put it down here. as I cannot remember the name. They have these very thick, it's not Kallax, but these very thick, which I would like them to be smaller, so we have more room for stuff to display. But it is 30 centimeters, so that's why that was the only one that fit in there, and I'm pretty happy. So yeah, these corner shelves, both of them, like this was before over there, they have not, I mean, they have changed a lot, but in the overall scheme, like this, you see it still looks like, I don't know, a cluster of lots of colors and all of that, and still a little bit of miscellaneous things, so not just one toy line. But I've changed that for that one, because this one, the upper one, is now almost entirely keepers. I never had my keepers in one place. I had a couple of keepers over there and then a couple of keepers scattered around everywhere. I think now I have a lot of them, and it makes sense to display them together. So the top part definitely is all of the big horses. So Diamond, the horse, I have 3 of the purple ones and just 1 of the other color. I would like to get rid of 2 of the purple ones, instead getting more of the other colors, because there are other color variations of this horse, and also the Lucky Bell ponies that are not from the keepers line but have the same mold, and there are also other keepers horses. So I would like to change that up, but for now all of the horses and also the small pony is over there with all the accessories. And then I just arranged them how they fit in there. So there's the big bunny, Joyful, in the back. There is the dog and Bonnie, or Brella the bear, and a couple of smaller baby keepers in the front. Most of them I have their brushes when I have them with them. And actually on all of the shelves there's a finder. I only have 3 finders, but there's a finder. You see there's another finder, and there's another finder. So the bottom shelf of these 3 actually looks pretty pink and purple. So all of those I kind of put on there. This is not a keeper, obviously. This is a fakey pony that I rehaired, but it really matches the color scheme very well, because also this little snail here has red in the hair, so that kind of matched. And I don't care if it's not a keeper. I mean, nobody's gonna judge me for putting another toy on that shelf as well. This is pretty big. This is one of the I don't want to say play set, it's more like a buggy. You can take that one out, it has wheels. It is pretty big now. Yeah, sorry. So if this would not be in there, I would have space for more, but in general, you see there's space for more. So if I add any more keepers, I maybe have to rearrange it a little bit, but there's definitely space for more. The only thing I was like, oops, I didn't think of that. I put Princess, the big swan, so high that her crown doesn't fit on her anymore. So I put the crown on the small, on Bella, the small swan. Sorry. Okay. And the other 3 shelves, yes, they have changed. They have not the same stuff on that they had previously, a couple of the things, but they are different than what you saw last time. The thing that definitely stayed the same is that my 2 boxed Littlest Pet Shop sets, here, this one and the other one, are still in there because I just don't have another space where they look good. And of these 3, this one is now definitely my favorite unit, you could say, because the other ones I'm not really super happy about, but the colors that are on here I just like to die for. I love that. It is still a little bit color coordinated, like on the other one you will see there's more of the blues, but it's not so color coordinated as it was before. One was more yellow and the other one was more blue purple. I've changed that a bit, but still here are the most yellow colors in. I have 2 real ponies in here, 2 of the hairdo ponies. I'm missing one of them. If I have the 3rd one, maybe they will go somewhere else, but for now they are still in here, amidst some other toys which There's, for example, also a fakie pony, just rehaired fakie pony. Another fakie in the front, 2 of the garland fakies. But they're also my small popples, so the pocket popples, the orange one, and this is the pink one. And this is not a fakie, but it's also not a My Little Pony. This is one of the Cabbage Patch Magic Meadow horses. Very beautiful. All of those ponies actually have, you know, they're a little bit pearlized. Also this one, so I thought that looks good. And then in between, there are a couple of the McDonald's Barbies, which I really like. So there's the Sea Holiday one, a couple of ones from the more late 90s. Here's Rollerblade Barbie from the early 90s. So, but they're all McDonald's ones. Ah, yeah. And also, these always, never really know where to put them. One of the Snuggle Bums Snuggle Pets. And I think the other one's also somewhere down there. So this is, I love that. That looks really good. The next shelf, well, I don't know. Not that happy about it, but it's mainly all of like more the blues, I guess. I don't know. In the back, the other boxed set of Littlest Pet Shop, the kitty ones. That was actually my childhood one, so that's why I wanted to have it boxed. And there's one real pony again on here. It's one from the makeup ponies. So Kiss and Makeup, isn't that the name? She's also rehaired, but yeah, she is more of a rare pony, same as these two. That's why I wanted to have it like out and more visible than some of my other ponies, which aren't always that visible. More McDonald's Barbies in between. Another fakie pony that I've just recently found at a flea market. Maybe I also rehair it so it kind of mirrors this pony, because both are in the Sweetheart Sister pose and they actually have the same symbol. But the hair was actually in such a nice quality still, so I was like, maybe I don't even rehair it. Another Barbie, McDonald's Barbie, so the Hollywood hair version. Yeah, I now put my 4 is it, for Breezies. So Breezies are actually a kind of My Little Pony from the 3rd generation. They're more like fairy ponies, very small, and they don't have any space on my G3 shelf anymore, so now they're living here. So not really matching very well. There's also this little Care Bear thing and a Little Secrets. What's that in the middle? She has the same face mold as the Cherry Mary Muffins, but she's way bigger and she's a mermaid. She's just one of those fakey toys, dollar store toys from back in the day, back in the early 90s. But the Cherry Mary Muffin face mold is just to die for. I love it. And another Magic Meadow pony. So yeah, this shelf here. My idea was to, now I finally have place to put all of my Moon Dreamers, and all of most of the upper dolls and animals are Moon Dreamers. So there's a wonderful toy line from the late 80s from Hasbro. That's why they look very similar to My Little Pony in the overall vibe, but they have all glow in the dark hair and they are amazing. I don't have so many that can fill up a whole shelf yet. So I thought I put the other toy line that I also don't have so many pieces of together with it, which is Strawberry Shortcake. So these little sidekicks here, these are Strawberry Shortcake, and then I have also 4 dolls. But they actually don't really match up with them. They are early 80s and their whole color scheme and vibe is different, so I'm not that happy about that shelf right now. And then I also added the 2 Care Bears that I have, and also another Snuggle Bug, because kind of this color scheme looks good together because it's a little bit more gray and pink, same as with her, because the Moon Dreamers, they look very outer space, a little bit spacey and very, very pastel, whereas all the rest is more like pretty colorful. So not that happy about that shelf for now. It's just as it is right now. down here, you see, as this shelf has gone down, definitely, I don't have space for a huge like cushion here anymore. So my Disney cushion went to my bedroom, but there's still space for baby Sinclair here. I love dinosaurs. So this is the perfect space for baby Sinclair, and also all of my puppy surprise and cup surprise and fake kitty surprise are also here. Same as they were before. They don't really fit on any shelf. I don't know, so they are fine on my couch. What's this? I should probably more inflate it again. It's a little bit deflated at the moment. But this is the space where I put the what is it called? The air mattress sent by one of my subscribers. It's now a couple of months ago in that video, but it's so fun. I probably won't let it there all the time. For example, in winter, it's a little bit strange to have like an air mattress out there, but it's so summery and it's such a nice color, and it has these holes here anyways, so they are more for, you know, when you would put a string through it for when you're going into the water, but this is perfect. But it deflates itself sometimes, so I should have deflated it before the video, but inflated it. Inflate, deflate, you know what I mean. Put more air into it. So the rest also, well, I don't know, I'm not giving you a tour of my couch, but I have new like cushion covers here. Before I had like leopard ones, and that just didn't went well with the rest of my room anymore. And there are the pastel ones. So there's all the, you know, there's the My Little Pony pillow and the blankie and 4 lovely pastel cushions. So pillows to match, and 1 little G3 baby, which I never have place for it, so it's always on my couch. Okay, let's go over to my completely new shelves, which were not there at all before. So what was there were, as I said, these 2 glass I don't know, shelf thingies, and 1 very, very tiny shelf in the corner there, like up this one, but down also where a lot of my G2 ponies were in. So they are kind of still in the same place, but now they have so much more room, and obviously since the last time I have gotten more G2 ponies. So they are now all a little bit color ranged. So here are all my Morning Glories up there, and here are a couple of purple ones. This is a little bit of McDonald's stuff. Also G2 related. And then this, don't you just love it? I mean, G2 is not my favorite of the generations. It's not my main collection or whatever, but I start to really, really love them. So the more I have, the more color variations, and it's just so lovely. And they are small, and you can fit, I can fit a lot more on there. So it starts here also with the purples, a couple of green ones, then more red and yellow ones, like mint or turquoise. So the Evie, yeah, and then the white ones in the front, and my favorite one with the glow in the dark streak. So this is Night Glow, my favorite G2 pony. She's just so lovely. I have to keep her hair down with this little butterfly hair tie, because otherwise the first strand of hair would stay up all the time. That looked stupid. Down even further, which this is now my Cherry Mary Muffin shelf. Before that, my Cherry Mary Muffins were all as a lot of these others in the shelves, scattered around in all of these different, in my miscellaneous shelves, because at first I didn't have very many, then I got more, and then I just put them in random places where they fit, for example with the yellow toys or with the blue toys, etc. But now I felt really the urge. I have quite a lot of them, and quite a lot of accessories, so they need to get their own shelf. And right off the bat, there's not even space for a lot of more. Maybe there's space for 1 or 2 more of them. But to be honest, I haven't added any in the last couple of months. maybe in the last year, I don't even remember, because mainly the ones that are out there that you can get, I have, and I'm now missing all of the second set, except for one. I just have the Cherry Mary Muffin from the second set, you know, the one with the head there, and all the other ones are just from the first set, except in the middle, right in the back, she doesn't even have her original outfit. I can never find her original outfit. The second set ones have all these hats, they're hard to find, and I don't know, I haven't been successful, especially not the ones from the third wave, which I think wasn't even out in Germany. Okay, and as we're now here right behind my couch and we go even further, this is a shelf where there's not a lot of very important stuff on, and right there there's nothing on because you wouldn't even be able to see it. It's so dark in there. So yeah, what's on here? There are just these, you know, miscellaneous things, a little bit of Pokemon and Digimon stuff. So my Digivices are there. I don't know, can you see them? Right behind Rainbow Bright, there's another blue one. There's a little bit of crazy Pokemon camera. There's a Walkman and my kind of vintage toy Funkos and all the stuff that I have that's concerning Monchichi. That's in the back there. Well, I kind of made the mistake and started with this unit here with the ponies, but actually there's one more unit up there, but I don't know what I can tell you about this one. This is not fully ready. It has my Peppermint Rose because she's separate. I don't have any other pieces of Peppermint Rose other than the main doll, one of the like perfume toppers, and the book. So that's all I have. And then there are my two. So Petra, it's my childhood Petra, and Peggy, so the two sisters from that doll line are now there. She's now wearing an original Petra outfit for once. So she was before, but this is like a real ball gown kind of thing. I don't know if she will at one point go back onto the Barbie shelves, which start next to it, or I don't know, whatever I will do. For now, it's more like a, I don't know where to put it, so I put it here shelf. It's all pretty pink, so it's okay. And then up there, there's the big Barbie, the Pretty Dreams Barbie, which is like way bigger than any normal Barbie is. She has a soft body and she's a, you know, sleeping doll, you could say. So she's lying there, which is very reminiscent of what she was looking like in her box. This Barbie originally had a not an upright box, but a laying box, and she was laying in there. So she used to be amongst the shelves with the miscellaneous toys, but I don't know, she didn't fit in there. Color-wise, she would maybe fit on that shelf, but there wasn't really space. And also she looks super strange in midst of a real Barbie shelf, my real normal Barbie size. So that she looks like a giant in there. So I put her there. This is actually, this won't stay there. This is the PJ Sparkles horse, which is not working. And if you remember, I have now one that's working. So that one went into that shelf there because this one's working. And this one's just here for, I don't know, maybe I will sell it at one point or whatever. It's just there because there was space. So, if you remember my last setup, then yep, there are the Barbies, but there wasn't enough space anymore. Yeah, I kind of really got into collecting Barbies, and mainly I get them at flea markets because this is the type of toy that you can still get. You can still find 80s and 90s Barbies at flea markets for affordable prices, and also fashions, and in general, you don't find My Little Ponies at flea markets anymore, etc. So this is the joy mostly that I get at flea markets, but I had to expand this shelf. So I kind of did it the way, like, you know, as I said in the beginning, one big lovely bookcase, another one. Here's the middle. So it's kind of mirrored. Here's Barbie, and there's Barbie. And a little bit expense there, but this is still pretty, I don't want to say empty, but in comparison to this one, it is pretty empty still, which is good. So there's more space. I have kind of taken out mostly the big poofy dressed Barbies out of this other shelf, which maybe I didn't even have on display yet, and have put them here. So right on the left side, there's actually a couple of Barbie items. So one big Barbie comb, one Barbie book, and this kind of funny Barbie mobile phone. And then right in the left corner, there is Secret Hearts Barbie, which in one of my last videos you saw that I found her at the flea market and kind of created this mixed outfit, because it's the real skirt for Secret Hearts Barbie, but not the real top, and also not this Stola thing. So she is now kind of a mix, but she looks very nice there. And next to it, this is actually just a fashion pack dress. It's really poofy, it's like a ball gown, it's really cute. And Animal Loving Barbie is actually wearing it. And down there is Bedtime Barbie. So Bedtime Barbie would probably be a really good fit to Sweet Dreams Barbie, but Pretty Dreams Barbie, sorry. But like as I said, she matches in here because she is at least the same size, but she's also one of the super soft body Barbies. Then in the middle there we have, this is actually just a normal, what was Style Barbie or whatever her name was, but she's wearing the birthday Barbie's dress from 1995. Very lovely. So you can see all of these iridescent fabrics. That's my jam. That's what I love most about Barbie. But here we're coming to a little bit, especially in the back, a little bit older Barbies. So this is now the full Jewel Secrets Barbie. If you've seen my videos, you probably know my journey with this Barbie. I at first found her at the flea market. The same day or trip at least, next day I found the skirt. Then I had like this top in one of my other lots, same as this ruffle, like a couple of weeks or months later. And then finally I got from a subscriber this wonderful necklace. So she's now complete, and there she is. And here, well, this is actually not Dream Glow Barbie, but this is Dream Glow Barbie's dress. I love that this glows in the dark. So these are 80s Barbies, but the Barbie she's wearing it is also an 80s Barbie. She's actually a bridal Barbie from 83. And there I just have the suitcase for Day to Night Barbie. She might be coming, or at least a couple of her pieces. And in the front, well, that's actually my idea, to have the big poofy dresses in the back, and then in the front always a little bit smaller, like slender, like dress, so not that another poofy dress like kind of blocks the view of the Barbies behind. That's why I have actually here my wonderful, lovely Camp Teresa, which she is wearing actually a Paint and Dazzle Barbie's outfit, but I love that. She looks amazing. I know her nose is a little bit bitten off, but she is one of my favorite faces, kind of, I don't know. Blonde Teresa, like how amazing. She's also early 90s. She's also early 90s. That's actually one German Sun Charm Barbie, but in English like a Western Fun Barbie. Just missing the correct like tights and shoes. And here's the Barbie cat. So this is Honey. I think I will continue now with Barbie because we just were just talking about Barbie. So let's go over here, because here you can immediately see it way more colorful. So there we had lots of light pinks and whites, and here it's all of the neon colors and all of that stuff, because this is more the 90s. Well, there we had more early like 90s and late 80s stuff as well, but this is like full on what I remember Barbie to be. So my favorite childhood Barbie, it's not, I didn't have her as a child, but like Gymnast Barbie. Then we have, for example, this is Working Out Teresa in Working Out Barbie's outfit. So you might already like get the hint that I'm not always having just a complete Barbie. Sometimes I have not even the matching dress to her, or I have just parts of her, or I have the outfit from the other Barbie in that line or whatever. So this is a little bit, I'm not really a huge like completest collector actually in nothing. So I'm totally happy with having a couple of Barbies on display that don't even have actually this outfit, because so the Barbie in the back there, for example, is actually is that actually roller skate or rollerblade Barbie from, well, anyways, 1991 or 92, but she is in a fashion pack of the Barbie and the Beat fashions that glows in the dark. Like, I love glow in the dark stuff, so lovely. And here in the front I have two of the glitter hair Barbies, so the brunette one and the blonde one. Yeah, you might think that this is totally hair Barbie, but it's not. So this is still, it's also glitter hair Barbie, but in the totally hair Barbie's outfit. Then I have my mermaids in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mermaids, which they're also not all of them like in the complete outfit, etc. So the pink one she is, and also the original mermaid Barbie in the back is as well. But this one isn't even a mermaid Barbie. This is actually sun jewel Barbie, like sun bikini Barbie thing, so beach Barbie, but she's wearing that outfit from a fashion pack that is an original Barbie fashion pack outfit, the My First Fashions. And in the back there, this is actually also a beach Barbie, but like Christy from Splash and Color, but she's wearing jewel hair mermaid's outfit, for example. Then in the front I try to put the smaller ones, or at least let them sit. So Skipper there, and there's a Stacy, also Skipper. Then a couple of more, like here's the hula hair Barbie. At least I have now her like correct, can you see that? Her correct bottom, but still not her correct top. Anyways, and right at the top, I'm still not very happy with this. This is actually kind of what it was also the last time around. Because I actually don't want to really collect or display these little Kelly dolls there. I just have them because they were included in other lots, etc. And they look pretty cute over there, and I have a little bit of, you know, nostalgia, because I had at least one Shelly as a girl. It's a little girl. These couple, these are my real childhood Barbies. This Ken and this it's actually an equestrian Barbie. But they are not so nice for display, to be honest, like in my main Barbie shelf. So that's why they're allowed to sit over there. And then I never know where to put them. These are the big Generation 5 ponies. And okay, the talking Twilight Sparkle from G4. She matches them really well. But so they are kind of wandering from place to place, and I never know where to put them because they are so different to all of the other ponies that I have. But for now they're here and the boys are there, so that will at least look quite good. And also the big G3 styling size that I have, the only one with a couple more babies from the Barbie line. And then this I actually like, because this is the only boxed Barbie item that I have. I'm not a boxed collector, but I have to admit it looks beautiful. The Sharon Sisters set that I bought in America 3 months ago. Was it 3 months ago? Almost. And right in the front, 2 more Stacy. So Stacy and Whitney from the Gymnast Stacy. Okay, we're making progress, guys. These shelves are kind of, 2 of them are similar to what they were before with these glass shelves before, like these 2. But then again, I also have, like, this is completely new to me. I never had a display that looked like this. And I don't know, it came together like this. I did not have it planned, but it looks like now like a kind of a wedding shelf. You see there's lots more space and I could rearrange it. So, but for now, most of the stuff is like cupcake play sets. So all of these cake and banana split looking ones, and this in the back, this parfait, etc. Also this is all play sets from cupcakes. I cannot open them right now, but I have videos on my channel where I show you how they really open up and become like a cafe or a bed or stuff like that for the cupcake dolls. In there is also a cupcake doll, but she is not really presentable. Her hair is not in good condition, etc. So I decided to keep her closed, but have her open. This is one of the cupcake dolls. She can also close and look the same like her, but she's a bride. So that kind of matches the whole vibe on this shelf, because it's all like these roses and these cakes. Like, this could be a wedding cake or something like that. And also I have Pony Bride in the front now with all of her accessories. And I have obviously also her wedding cake, but also a Barbie wedding cake. So kind of came together as a little bit of a wedding shelf. And then I found this pony at the flea market, which obviously it's a fakie, but it's a just married pony. And yeah, that's why I put that together. And for me, it's not my wedding shelf, although I have not really anything to do with marriages, weddings. It's not a topic that I'm kind of into or whatever, but it looks good. It could also be just a birthday shelf or something, but there's too many like real wedding accessory things on there. And then kind of my swan family, which is not really a swan family, but they're all from different toy lines. This belongs to Barbie. This is actually from goes to Fairy Winkles, and these two, I think at least one of them goes to a Star Castle maybe. I don't even have a Star Castle, but it was in one of my lots, like a Barbie lot, I think. Yeah, so a lot of miscellaneous things, not really by toy line, although most of it is cupcakes play sets, but also this is, for example, just a G3 custom pony. This is a little Quince. There's another Sweet Secret, no, not Sweet Secrets, Little Secrets. And this goes to cupcakes as well. I have more cupcake dolls, but I don't know, the vibe didn't really match this shelf. So you will see, because they are somewhere else. There, for example. Yeah, so this is more like, I don't know. My idea was, well, I have now my Cherry Mary muffins as well in a separate place. As well, we'll put all of my cupcake stuff. So this goes to the Tonka cupcake line on one shelf. But it just looked not good. It didn't look good. So I excluded this one and put it here. This is also just when I got the Sky Dancer things, I just put them here. But they looked so good, I just left them there. And she has the same color scheme as those, so I just left it there. And in the back I put this lovely Lady Lovely Locks puzzle. Then right in the middle, she won't stay there. I just have not really figured out how to fit her onto that shelf, because she obviously has a big poofy ball gown, so yeah, hence why she will go up there. This is totally from my last video. I found her at the flea market, Songbird Teresa. But I have an idea, but that will mean that this one has to go there, like out of there, put in a different fashion there, and then yeah, that's my idea. And then this, like you can see here, this staircase full of, I don't know, not My Little Pony, but My Little Pony adjacent, similar other animal toy lines. So I have my fairy tale birds in the front. I only have these 3, but at least I have now 3 of them. They're so lovely. Then I have Little Pretties. These 4 are Little Pretty Kitty. Well, this is actually, I think, a puppy. It's meant to be a puppy. This one, I don't know. It's a puppy dog tails, not that beautiful. And then a couple of fakies of these little toy lines. So I think those are from the Simba Beauty Friends line. These little, I don't even know if it's meant to be a dog or a cat, probably 2 dogs. And I would always pick those up if I find fakies of these kind of cats and dogs. and they would all go here. But mostly it's obviously original toy lines, but I don't have as many, so there's lots of space. Actually, this was included into my Lady Lovely Locks shelf over there, but I have taken them out because my Lady Lovely Locks collection needed more space just for themselves. But now I have like this little display of, for example, I have 2 more little pretties in the mail that will go on here, and if I find more fairy tale boats, etc. There's lots of space. Okay, so this actually is kind of my favorite shelf, although it is pretty random. There are not a lot of like real, like, you know, toys from really well-known toy manufacturers. It's mostly like fakies and some other toy lines scattered together, but they look so well because there's such a colorful shelf, very, very vibrant, almost like neon colors in some parts. And it starts at the right with mostly like the purples. Like right in the back, there's my only gem doll. She's still not wearing a real gem outfit. I'm not the hugest fan of gem and the holograms, like the dolls. But I have that one and she's gorgeous, but yeah. All the rest is more like purples. There's this little dinosaur fakie in the back. And here's another cupcake doll, you see, and she's mostly purple. So that's why she's here. 1G3 pony. The big, oh yeah, with the poofy gown, so she doesn't fit on my other G3 shelves. So this is Lily Lively, and then this is a real My Little Pony, a Dream Beauty, very, very rare and expensive, etc. She has cut hair, but she's beautiful, so she's the only one I have, so that's why she can go also on that shelf amongst the purple ones. And then it gets really into rainbow colors, like you can see. This is a fakey glowworm. There's, by the way, a real glowworm. But then I have a rainbow of these little donkeys. They all glow in the dark. A lot of the stuff on this shelf glows in the dark. Part of it why it's one of my favorite shelves. Yeah, these little, they are by Simba, Glühesel or Sternlicht fakies, Sternlicht ponies they're called because they all have these stars as their symbol. And they are out there in so many colors and I love them. They're a little bit ugly, but I have gotten like really I have really fallen in love with them. And also these elephants, all of these fakey elephants, they almost all of them glow in the dark. This one does not, but it's just so funny, like these cheapo toys, and they made them all glow in the dark as a special feature. Oh, by the way, there is the very neon fakey pony as well. This one of my recent flea market finds. And yeah, a couple of miscellaneous, you know, just 50s or 60s, like squeaky toys, like this one as well. So, and a couple of, I don't know, dinosaurs that I don't know where they go. Oh, by the way, these butterflies actually came all with these elephants. These are all like fakey toy lines. Also this one, it's called Shaggy Doggy Mommy. They look a little bit like floppy dogs. This is another Peggy. So Petra's little sister, her dress also glows in the dark, and it's just I just put them all like here together because of this color scheme. The Cupcake Cafe from the Cherry Mary Muffins actually, so it's kind of close to the Cherry Mary Muffins. More fakies, the Bratz pony. This is actually this is Kitty Love from the HQ G1 Custom Ponies. So it's not a fakie, but it's also not a real pony. And she just sits here because she matches the color scheme very well with this pink. And here even is one of those elephants on the cart. Not in really good condition, but yeah. So one of my favorite shelves, although it's pretty random. first, when I put all of this together, I had all of my She-Ra stuff up here and all of this colorful stuff down here. But I was not happy with it because although She-Ra is a pretty colorful toy line, it still is way darker than all of this stuff. And I absolutely did not like how this dark stuff felt up there. And this like neon colorful stuff was almost hidden by the couch, because when you're like here or somewhere, then this shelf is already partly hidden by the couch. That's why it's also a little bit darker in there. And I have like made the camera now a little bit lighter. I hope you can see all very well. At night or when it's darker out there, obviously I have my lights here, so it's lit up very well. So, but it's not dark outside yet, so I cannot show you that yet. So yeah, I just said it. It's all my She-Ra and Golden Girl stuff, because it's not only She-Ra. But I have my 3 crystal horses here. Then I have all of the She-Ra figures here, like Starburst She-Ra or like Angela, also in the back again. In the back there are mostly the ones that have the bigger, that need more space, that have wings, like Fladderina, or like Angela that has wings, or Sweet Bee also. You cannot even see her wings really well, but it's kind of hidden by her crazy hairstyle. And the figures that look a little bit taller in scale, these ones, they are kind of a knockoff line of She-Ra, but not really. It's its own toy line. They're called Golden Girl by Galoop. So I have them with She-Ra here on the shelves. They kind of go very well together. They have the same vibe. Not as colorful, by the way. Yeah. And still, as I said, She-Ra is colorful and all, but there is like characters like Catra that have black hair, for example. And I have kind of a lot of Catras here. My favorite piece of my whole She-Ra collection, Claudine here. And more horses. And more She-Ra and more Catra, etc. And more Golden Girl, like the Wild One. Or right in the back, in the side here, there is this crazy cool carriage with the dragon. Is she called the Dragon Empress? I think so. Or the Dragon Queen. Might also be the Dragon Queen. I'm not sure. This is not She-Ra, this is Golden Girl. Kind of dark, but maybe you get the idea why I didn't want to have them up there. They look better when they are kind of in a darker spot anyways. There's way more space for more figures and maybe one more horse. So I think I did a good job with displaying them all here. And a couple of them are even sitting, so there's definitely more. And yes, I have stuff down there. Okay, so I really don't know how well you can see down there. This is actually also kind of the thing with these toys. They're not my favorite toy line, and it kind of is okay if you don't see all of the stuff that well. It's all vintage Littlest Pet Shop. So maybe you remember that I had a very, very good Littlest Pet Shop find at a flea market where I got all of these sets. So a couple of them are also light up, like the SeaWorld set there, and for example this snowy set in the back there. But in general, I think Littlest Pet Shop Vintage doesn't display that well. It's just not my aesthetic too much to have it on the shelves. Oh, by the way, this little puppy is falling, oh no. When these lights here are on at night, so these, then you can see very much better. But as I said, it's not my favorite toy line. I just needed at least a spot for displaying them right now. I'm happy to have them here. And yeah, there's definitely more space. Oh, by the way, there's also the Fashion Star Filly that I have also no space for. That's why it's there. So I have made one shelf divider here. This obviously came not with a Billy bookcase. to have more space for putting them, but yeah, either way. All of my Vintage Littlest Pet Shop stuff is now together. But it's also not my favorite toy line, and that's why I'm okay with displaying it like very much hidden. So you know this shelf pretty well. It hasn't changed a lot, also same as this one. But I will still go through it, obviously. Let's start at the top there, because this has changed a little bit. Right at the top, at this little kind of tree of like see-through acrylic risers, I don't know what you would call that. And they're all of my winger ponies. So they are my Winnie Wings and Summer Wings all together. Also part of this, part of it standing on this carrying case. It's a real My Little Pony carrying case. And yeah, it's just hidden a little bit by those ponies. So this is now the final spot where my Winnie Wing and Summer Wing ponies are going. There's also more space, obviously 2 ponies always fit on these, and yeah, in the front and there and everything. So I'm good to go, and I love it because those are ponies that have wings that can fly, so they're up there, they're up high in the air, and it looks very light and very beautiful, and just like it's one of my favorite parts now of my collection, all this middle part here, because there's another My Little Pony play set. It's empty, it's not complete, it just looks nice. It's the Duft Paradies in German, you can read it there, the Puff and Puff Perfume Palace. Maybe at one point I will put my Perfume Puff ponies next to it, but for now they're still in my collection in my normal place. And then also what makes sense to me up high in the air is the the waterfall playset, which is now here up on this shelf, a little bit like angled, so you don't just see the bottom of it, so it really displays well. I have kind of glued the cloud on again. It's not ideal, it's not really holding up too well, but well, at least it's presentable with sprinkles in the middle. Now I need just duck soup to go with it, the little duck. This is like all of this aesthetic here with the ponies, the play sets. This is what really warms my heart. This is pure first generation My Little Pony goodness, and it makes me so happy to see that. I tried to rearrange my sea ponies next to it, and I know that doesn't really make sense because this would be up in the clouds and the sea pony's not, but nah. At least there's a little bit of place for the big shell that I have, my other sea ponies, and then my Little Pony puddles back there, and one VHS tape down there. If I get more puzzles, then I don't know how to display them. It's always like a little bit of a struggle to really display them, but at least for now I can see both of them a little bit. This is my favorite puzzle because it has princess ponies on it, which I had when I was little. As I said, you kind of know these shelves. Not a lot has changed. We have the Princess Brush and Grows over here. We have the Big Brothers. We have the Baby Ballerinas. I've gotten a little bit more because obviously also now Chief is in here. And I have 2 of Baby Tippy Toes. This has changed. I have 2 now of the adult ballerina ponies, the Sweet Step Ballerinas. But I have not really found a good place, so they are now towering above the Big Brothers. And I don't know, it looks cute like this. I like it. Okay, then still here are all of my princess ponies. I have obviously added, I don't know which princess ponies I had on my last toy room tour. Definitely not this one, because it's the only one that I have from the second princess pony set. But like, I think these all I had. I think I also already had the German version of Princess Tiffany, so the yellow-haired one, which is probably my rarest princess pony because it's a German variant. Yeah, some of them have heads, and they're all glittery, and I just love them. Then here we have the pony friends. Still, these are the only ones that I have. The first pony friends from the very first set. I have none of the second set ponies. Pony friends. There's the birthday pony. Here are my very, very much favorite, one of my favorite sets as well. The candy cane ponies. And then just the newborns down there. Yeah, I think this has changed a little bit because I have now my sparkle ponies in here. I have 4 of them. Do I have one more? Yes, there. Nepper is there because it just doesn't fit on there. I think I would like to have one of those risers that is bigger, that is longer, so I could put Nepper also up there. But for now, she is in the middle there. And sparkle ponies and the candy cane curl ponies. There are some more baby ponies and the baby ponies in Pretty Pals. I have almost a complete set of them, except I'm missing the little pony of this set. So baby Leafy we have here, the little lamp, and then I'm missing its counterpart, baby Lucky Leaf, the pony. Other than that, I have all of them and I'm so happy because it's one of my favorite sets of all time. These ones were my childhood ponies. I had them. And yeah, also the Starlight baby ponies and its counterpart, the Sparkle baby ponies from the US. I only have 2 of them. Okay, I still have my 2 glass bowls of combs and brushes. This is all real My Little Pony, mostly G1, but also a couple of others. I don't know, a couple G2s and couple G3s, etc. And this is all other toy lines. So mostly Barbie, but also, you know, fakey ponies. Or I just learned pretty recently that this is actually a pretty thought after Rainbow Bright comb. I didn't know, but this style of comb goes to Rainbow Bright. Whatever, I really love, I want to say I have an obsession. I don't want to say I have an obsession, but I really love toy brushes. These 2, my little miss, she is always standing there because I don't know where to put her. And Glory just came back, you could say, from bleaching or like sun fading or retro briding. She has gotten definitely wider than she was before. I still have her out because I apply every day a little bit of Salon 40 cream on the spot, which there is a little yellow spot still. But as you might remember, in this cabinet I have the Lullaby Nursery, so My Little Pony Generation 1 playset, filled up with baby ponies, in the front mostly family ponies, and then other sets down there. That hasn't really changed a lot. I have added a couple of ponies here and there, but the whole idea is still the same. So for example, there are now my a little bit more rarer German/Euro exclusive ponies, so baby Würfelchen, baby Schlummerlein from the Nesthäkchen baby ponies, and there's baby Sunset from the newborn bedtime newborns. 2 of the rainbow baby ponies, and then mostly the middle part is filled with newborn twin sets. You can see always this twin set, twin, etc. The lower level are still the Drinking Wet babies, and then the teeny tinies in the top. And as I said, family ponies mostly in the front. So here's one family. You can see the Bright Bouquet family. Then there is the Sweet Celebrations family, and then also kind of families without a father because they don't have a father in that family, kind of. When I have kind of the matching baby and mother together, like with Surprise and Baby Surprise. And with Lickety Split, I don't know, let's try and get a better view. I have so many different Lickety Splits because there are 3 different Lickety Split babies. This is kind of the German version in the Baby Blossom pose. Then we have a first tooth version of Baby Lickety Split. And this is the American, Betty by Eye version. And there's, for example, an Italian Lickety Split, and this is a Hong Kong, or I don't remember. Yeah, Hong Kong. This is the Hong Kong Lickety Split. She's just rehaired. So this is kind of a great family, 2 mothers and 3 children. love it. And also an original Lickety Split puppy sticker. I only have one pony from the second set of family ponies, so she is now here with the Applelight family, although she doesn't belong there. But anyways, and more twin ponies and a couple of, like these for example, were mail orders, UK baby ponies, and there's baby Applejack, and the only one actually that I have from the Peekaboo babies. Yeah. So the shelf below the baby pony and family pony shelf also did not change a lot. So in the back there are my 3 perfume puff ponies. Here are mostly, yeah, I'm missing one of them, but this is the set of the ice cream or in German, or Sunday Best ponies. I'm only missing Swirly Whirly. I don't have it in the German nor in the US version, but yeah. Then there's one of these eyelash princess ponies. There's one custom. She glows in the dark. Yes, I love all things glow in the dark. Then I have a couple of the magic message ponies right now, but they're kind of not really together on one shelf. So for example, Mirror I have here, and you will see scattered around my collection the other ones. But I have the 3 ponies that I have from the second Twice as Fancy pony set here. 2 of, like, all of them are kind of my grails, but I have the 3 that I really wanted, the ones that I love the most. I definitely will repink the hair of Yum Yum here. I will make a video about it. Oopsie, because someone asked. I'm doing it a little bit different than other ponies. Right now she still has white hair. She should have pink hair actually. Yeah, right in the middle there are my 2 Megans. So there's Twice as Fancy Megan and Sundance in the back. And there is normal Sundance and the first released Megan in the front. And then the rest is like, I tried, because this is also Twice as Fancy, so I put 2 more Twice as Fancy, but they are from play sets. So Fifi from the Perm Shop, and then there's Scoops from the Seven Slipper Sweet Shop, for example. Then here are the 3 ponies that I currently have from the Secret Surprise ponies. I always want to say Magic Message. I always mix up Magic Message and Secret Surprise. Anyways, the Secret Surprise ponies. I have 3 of the 4. Love them. I don't have any of the keys, but I'm okay with that. So then my Brush and Grow ponies. I have the complete set, obviously not the accessories, but now my latest addition was the Twisty Tails in the US pose. This is the European pose, but I have all of them here, all of these crazy colors. And then 3 more like yellow ponies, the 2 versions of Magic Star. So one in the wearing pose and one in the normal Tootsie pose, the Euro version. And then I have Bubbles here, just because, I don't know, the colors matched. And yeah, so it's not really, I just have added ponies to that shelf. And I think now there's not a lot of space left here. While we are already at the bottom here, and I have showed you the top parts already of this now, like of the right unit here of my shelves, let's start over here at the bottom. You have seen this shelf in a short before, but it already looks different again. But mainly same as what I did over there, which is really dark, but with the added a divider shelf for the little pet shop ones. I also did it here. So I have a see-through like kind of shelf divider in between, and that's really, really nice, so I can display more than just like one of those things. So it's mainly Polyville down here now, and some other Polly Pocket things that are not really like compacts that go to any of the other shelves, because most of this stuff here, it's all Polly Pocket. Here I have my Magical Moving Polyville, then also the big I always forget, Polly's Dream World is what it's called. Then I have a couple more Polyville houses, which I'm not the biggest collector of them. I never really buy them online. I rather just stumble upon them on flea markets, then I cannot resist, but I really, really love more the compacts than the like Polyville houses. But I have a couple of them, and they can live here. By the way, this is Mimi and the Goo Goo, so this is not Polly Pocket. And there's also space for more. So if I ever find more, they can go there. I also have my Disney sets here. Not all of them, but I'm also not the biggest Disney Polly Pocket. I mean, they're not really called Polly Pocket, but I also buy Bluebird toys. Collector, all of that I also have gotten either from friends or found at a flea market, like this Winnie the Pooh set or this Pocahontas set in the front. This is probably one of the rarest, most expensive Polly Pocket sets or Disney sets that I have. It's a Peter Pan one. I have a lot of figures, they are in there. I've gotten this from my friend over from Hong Kong, so from Winifred. And now here in the corner, I don't know how well you can see it. I think I should. Can I get the light down a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. This is my Diamond Wonderland Polly Pocket from the early 2000s that I just found at a flea market, and it's a perfect place for it. I think it looks better when it's slightly opened, like it is now, in the back there. But it's so colorful, and it really fits the vibe of this shelf. So, one more like Polly Pocket house from the Animal Wonderland collection, and another early 2000s Polly Pocket, which already this and this one, they have already the same Polly Pocket label, so they're not really by Bluebird anymore, they are by Mattel, so most collectors don't really like them. For me, when I find them at flea markets, sure, why not? Of the Polly Pocket shelf layout has not really changed. Sometimes there are just month and a couple of months where I just don't add any Polly Pockets to my collection. Yes, I found a couple at flea markets, like for example the third one of the Pony Parade ones, and I have all of them. I added Magical Moving Polyville, for example, or Starshine Palace over there. Anyways, we will get there. But I have not bought any of them like online. Right now I have, so there will be a Polly Pocket unboxing in one of my next videos for sure, but they are not on display yet because they're still in boxes. So here it kind of starts with, I have a couple of these, nail polish racks where the normal sized compacts fit on really, really well. Sometimes I tip over a little bit, like this, but other than that, lovely. I have 3 of the square ones. There are a couple of the flower ones. All of this is heart-shaped ones, which don't fit on any of those. They're also compacts. Also, this is a fakie, but it's so a knockoff, lovely kitty one, but it matches really well because it's a heart. There's the big hat box, and there's another pony riding. I really love that, so I love all the Polly Pockets that are pony themed because obviously I love ponies. There's another one of these Petite Princess knockoffs. This hasn't changed really. There's also the other Winnie the Pooh one in the back. And then we're already getting to the other compacts. So they're still kind of in the same way that you know it, more or less arranged by color. The cool hearts in the back, but then there's like shell ones and square ones and round ones and etc, etc. So pink, greenish, blue, yellows, also the turquoise, the purples, etc. So cannot really tell you much about it. I love as a big centerpiece the Fairylight Wonderland, and then Star Bright Dinner Party in the back, and in the front my Polly Pocket Funko Pop. I really would like to add more of these lockets. They're just so damn expensive. But yeah, I think there would be way more space here for a couple of lockets. Then there's more of the animal pet parades and a couple of ring boxes. And my wonderful fun time clock. I have the light blue version. Found it once at the flea market, which I still can't believe that I found that at a flea market, but I did. And it's not discolored, not at all. I'm so happy with this one. And let's go one more shelf up, which is the fourth and last Polly Pocket one for today. And to be honest, this should really still be exactly the same as I showed it to you before. All of these are more or less compacts that don't have the normal, typical compact shape. So we have the storybooks in the back. We have things like the birthday party one, or here's the very rare shooting star eraser case, stuff like that. I only also have this one because of my friend Winifred from Hong Kong. But you see it. It's more or less odd shapes. There are also more of the pony parade hats, or the ballerina and the crown palace, the jeweled ones, all the little bit more see-through ones like a Starshine Palace, or the bubble bath. You see, I have not really talked a lot about Polly Pockets. Also, the names are not really very visible in my brain anymore. Anyways, in the middle, the big Cinderella castle. Also something that I added and I haven't showed you. This is just a little McDonald's Polly Pocket play thing watch. Not everything's Polly Pocket, like these. This one, and this one. These are McDonald's kind of pop-up compacts that have little McDonald's, not McDonald's, that have little Disney figures in there. They're kind of adjacent, they kind of match with the look of the shelf, and also with the match with the Cinderella castle, obviously. So yeah, and right in the middle, in the center, my custom myself Funko Pop that I got from Tommy. So, oh yeah, and Fairy Winkles over here. So also not Polly Pocket, but a similar toy line. Some of the the boxes. This is the pencil case, and this is the High Street Money box. And yeah, still looks the same. I love this shelf. So all of the Polly Pocket shelves are really, really lovely, but I haven't added to it a lot. Between my Barbies, so you have seen those already, and the Polly Pockets. In between is my now fully Lady Lovely Locks shelf, so fully dedicated to just Lady Lovely Locks, except for those little ponies, because they are actually just the world's smallest ponies. I also got them sent from one of my, I don't actually know if she's a subscriber, but she has sent me a lot of ponies, and there were also these little ponies in there. So they don't have another space. They still stayed on that shelf where they were before, but all the rest is just entirely Lady Lovely Locks. So I had a couple of the other, you know, little pretty kitties, etc. on that shelf. So that was still here before, but I need more space for the dolls. So I love how that just looks. This is such a beautiful toy line. And it's so colorful, yet still pastel, and it is a mix of dolls and little other animals. I'm not a big doll collector per se, as in I love dolls. I love Barbies because the 90s and 80s fashions and of the, you know, I can remember my childhood, so like the nostalgia and all of that. I love how the faces look, etc. But I'm not a big fan of like just dolls on the shelf, you know. I kind of gotten used to it, but I way more prefer something like this, where there's also other things that belong to the same toy line in between, like these hide and peeks here, or we have the Palace Pets or Curly Kittens in between here. Yeah, I have 4 of them. There's Silky Pup, or there's Silky Mane, the horse. This all belongs to the same toy line. And then we have these lovely clips, so all of the pixie tails. And this is, for example, one of the vehicles, the swan here. This is a boat. The only downfall is you cannot really sit a doll in there and still see her on the shelf. She would sit very, very low. That's why I kind of just leaned her against it and put one of the kittens in there. And well, this also is not Lady Lovely Locks. This is a Fashion Star filly, but I kind of don't know where to put them other than with this shelf. So she is still on here. Yeah, I have added a couple of dolls. Like this is the one that I found at the flea market pretty recently. And like, for example, I got the ballerina from my friend Mikuru. I bought her. Or, for example, added her, bought the dress from Mikuru. So all of this is, I think, new to the shelf. And also her, I got her from America. So I have added all of the pixie tails that I still had, and I just love it. So although there's also one dark-haired character in the back, like Lady Ravenwaves, or not Lady, is it Lady? Duchess Ravenwaves. Still, everything looks so colorful and pastel and lovely. So yeah, lovely, because it's Lady Lovely Locks. By the way, in the front here, Maiden Golden Waves is still sitting on this box of all of my Lady Lovely Locks combs and brushes. I think they're just combs, not brushes. So there you go. I still love that idea. I have not put this one in, but I should at one point, and also won't put this one in. It will not fit, and it's too beautiful. It needs. Okay, so I think we have seen a lot now here on this wall, but before we get onto the next wall over there, I think I'm gonna take you with me in my not in my bathroom, that's not interested, in my bedroom, and to have a look at the shelves of the boy toys, although they have not really changed a lot as well. So you kind of know my Toy Story display over there already, and my Funko Pops, and I mean that's my bed and my sewing machine, etc. And here are the more boyish toys. And this has changed because now my Disney dolls are living over here. My Pocahontas, my Jasmine, and my 2 Tycho Ariels. So whenever I am adding another Disney doll, she will definitely go over here, because to be fair, this is all mostly Disney stuff here. A lot of photos from Disney parks, from me being in Disney World, etc. Disney Funko Pops, Toy Story. So I mostly have my Star Wars and other boyish adjacent toys here. This is my Star Wars 3 3/4 inch figure collection. I have like a couple of real vintage ones over there. Then it goes into more of the Clone Wars era stuff. Star Wars Rebels in the front. A lot of Clone Wars and prequels. All of those Jedi from the prequels are here. and have almost none from the sequels. So mostly originals, Clone Wars era, and prequels. You see it, Star Wars prints, mostly all from Star Wars Celebration, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. It's just another topic that I have a lot on my channel. And all of my Star Wars Funko Pops. Yeah. Ha, more ponies? Why is that? Actually, they were always standing over there because this is kind of the pile that was waiting for me to get rehaired. Mostly all of them are for my friend Winifred in Hong Kong. I have rehaired some of them. This is actually her pony anyways, a couple of ponies that I bought for her directly. And just some of them, like this one is mine, still haven't rehaired her. And then this Peachy is also waiting for rehair. These need to be rehaired, but they are all will go over to her in Hong Kong. Yeah, no, this is also mine. This is Baby Bowtie. She has pretty short hair, that's why I need to rehair her as well. But I couldn't see them standing over there anymore, and this was actually an empty cabinet here, so I just put them in there. Yeah, and now let's go over to my 80s, 90s boy toy shelves. I really love the colors. I really love how that looks, because it's mainly these pretty neon greens, oranges, reds, very strong colors. I have Street Sharks in the back, one Extreme Dinosaur. I have a couple of Mighty Max or Mighty Max adjacent, knockoffs, like this also a Mighty Max knockoff, same as this one. Kenner Alien. I have a little bit of Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all from the late 80s, early 90s stuff, so nothing new. I have one Digimon that's late 90s, it's also Turtles, and two Bucky O'Hare figures and one from the Ghostbusters. Well, over here, I don't know which one of the two I love more, but here's also lovely stuff. So Masters of the Universe, Buzz-Off, Battle Cat, Panther, and Evelyn, all of those here, more. This is all Masters of the Universe, all original. Only Sandman there, he's a modern, a new one from the Masters of the Universe Origins line, although he was not originally from Masters of the Universe, he was a separate toy line, Sandman. And I have a couple of G.I. Joes in the back, also one in the front, it's my favorite, Sergeant Slaughter. And I have vintage Jurassic Park stuff, so these figures, this one, the big Triceratops, also this Pteranodon, this is vintage Jurassic Park. Yeah, these smaller die-cast figures here as well. And then more dinosaur stuff, because I love dinosaurs. This Dino Riders, this one, the Monoclonius, this, and also the Pteranodon. This is all Dino Riders, another dinosaur toy line from the late 80s. But all of that is flea markets. In general, all of my boyish toy line stuff, they're all flea markets or thrift store finds, not really anything I bought online. If I'm more, it's also vintage Jurassic Park. And then these dinosaurs, yeah, they're from Dinosaurs. I have Baby Sinclair, the big one, in my living room, and here I have a couple of these, vinyl ones, the smaller ones. And there's one Hook, this is Captain Hook from the Hook toy line. Yeah, and this one is Star Wars. Yeah, I really want to get more of the vintage Ewok stuff. I love this one. This is from Star Wars Celebration, and there is the puffy stickers, the vintage Ewok puffy stickers. But I have a couple of the 6-inch Star Wars, the modern Black Series ones. I don't want to have them. I don't know. Can I sell them? Should I just give them to people? I have no idea. This is a line I would like to get more into. The big, dolls from episode 1 from Queen Amidala. This is a pretty modern Ahsoka. And there's also stuff from Star Wars Celebration, like this owl in the back, the convoy. Yeah. So, you get another overview. Now let's continue over here, where it actually all started. And this is the view that you will mostly know from most of my sit-down videos. Yeah, I know I have filmed a couple of them lately over there, the like bottom, but I won't continue doing that just when I have really short videos. But usually I put up my desk here and I'm sitting here and I'm showing you this and that. This is also, it was I have this like unit here for such a long time. It actually used to belong to my parents, and then I got it. So this was the first like place where some of my collectibles were in there. I consider it still my main unit, and a big idea for the future is to also open up this door and also have ponies in there. My only concern is that I want to have, like with this one, I have a glass door in the front, and my G1 ponies I want to have behind glass, kind of. And if I just open this one up right now, there's just like, you know, books and stuff. I would like to have someone who can make me a glass door for this one, for this unit as well. Then I would have G1 ponies here and G1 ponies there. Otherwise, I would not have a lot of space left. So this is a kind of idea for the future, but for now, let's start showing you all of that here. Yep, my G3 and G4 ponies, and actually the corner of my room where I have mostly all of the new toy lines. The only thing that I have changed is I have added new shelf risers in there. I mean, they're just self-made, you can see. I don't know if you can see, but there are these cardboard shelf risers. I needed to change them because I wanted to fit 3 rows of adult ponies behind them. So now there's more space, because my initial idea was always one smaller row of baby ponies and then 2 rows of adult ponies, but there isn't just a lot of G3 baby ponies, so that didn't make any sense. So I had to shorten the risers, the stairs, whatever you want to call them. Still, the front row is G3.5. A couple of them also now are on the second kind of stair over there, but then there's yellow ponies. Yellow gets into red and orange ponies, mostly still color coordinated. Greenish ponies, blue, and a couple of babies in the front, but you see a couple of babies are also added now in between because it just matches better. All of those wonderful pink ponies, and it continues with a lot of pink ponies here, and it gets into the purples. So they're not arranged by set or year or pose. As I said, they're arranged by color. More purples. From the purples we get into the blues. And then a surprisingly big amount of white Generation 3 ponies. So G3 ponies, I never really know what I should call them. Are they still modern? No. Are they already vintage? No. So they are somewhere in between. That line ran from 2003 up until 2009 around. So they are the most similar to G1s in like pose, and also in the amount that is out there of different ponies. That's why I love them. And yeah, not my main focus of my collection, but a big part of my collection. So up here, my Generation 4 ponies, and this is the only, so this unit I still have to make new shelf risers. At least I managed to do them for the G3 shelves, but with the G4s, actually it is possible to fit 4 rows of ponies on here, and there are just 3, so I can make 1 more row, which means I have more space because they are pretty cramped on there. But also these are still arranged by color, so all of the rainbow dashes and the blue ones, then all of the Fluttershies and the, you know, there's not a lot of different yellow ones, actually it's just Fluttershy. Then it gets into orange and all of the Applejacks, then the pink ones and Pinkie Pies, and a couple of in the back there are just a couple of these sea ponies from that generation. My baby sea ponies from G4 are still here at the side. It's just lovely. Very cute. Can never resist them. When I see them at flea markets, I pick them up, although they're not even brushable. Yeah, and we continue with the purples and the Twilight Sparkles, etc. And also the, what is she called? Miss Cheerily. And then all the whites. So I have a couple of rarer ones, like for example, no, she's not that rare, she's, no, it's Red Heart, but Diamond Rose, for example. Now I knock everything over. Or I don't know, here for example is, now I probably knock everything over. A couple of rarer ponies. That's not even the side. Don't even know what she's called. I forgot everything about G4, to be quite honest. But you know, mostly it's the ponies that I find at flea markets. So I have an army of rarities, etc, etc. And at the top there's still the royals, so the royal sized, so the princesses and the males. Yeah, not a lot has changed. Maybe I squeezed in a couple more ponies since the last collection tour update, but nah, that's all. And I even had to extend the G4s onto this shelf, which I don't want to. Whenever I have the time to make 4 rows of ponies in there, then I will have those definitely also in there. So, but these are my last like flea market finds of G4 ponies. Other than that, it's mostly the sparkly critters from the Poopsie Slime line, a couple of Fantasy Friends, also from that kind of same line, and also the smaller ones. Those are the Cutie Tooties, I think. This one actually is a pet that goes to those dolls. Let's talk about them a little later. And I have Zelfs in there, so these kind of troll-looking guys, but a little bit modernized. Those are Zelfs. Those are from around 2014. Also a couple of small Zelfs somewhere in between every now and then. And this is a cutie unicorn and a big Poopsie Slime Surprise unicorn. So you see from those eyes you can tell they're kind of the same toy line. They're just like sub-lines of the same line. Most of them had this slime feature with glittery slime. You could make slime and then let them poop slime, etc. The eyes remind me also a lot of the Rainbow High dolls. I don't have any, but you know, it's the same company from MGA. Right in the back, those two dolls are Ever After High dolls. I'm not really collecting any of that lines like per se, but I picked those two up to have, to be honest, I thought maybe one of my friends who is a big Ever After High fan would like them, but she doesn't need these dolls specifically, so I kept them. And I like to have like 1 or 2 examples of one of those more modern doll lines. Also, Ever After High is not really modern anymore, but it's a couple of years old. Then we have my only LLOMG. She's pretty new, although at that point maybe 3 years old or something. And these two Cave Club dolls. Yeah, those dinosaurs, also that one in the front here. This little, is it a bear, is it a wolf? They go to this toy line. Cave Club, also from maybe 1 or 2 years ago, those dolls. Wonderful. I'm not really collecting them, but I have found them pretty cheap. So I picked them up and they go so well. This is just a corner here of my room that like, it just looks like modern toys. All of those crazy colors. I mean, it's such a difference if you look into a shelf of, you know, Moon Dreamers or stuff like from the 80s, and then you have this. I also love this. I just cannot, you know, I cannot collect everything. So I just have a couple of them. And yeah, also here is my only Monster High. She's also, like, it's also a toy line, a doll line. That's not modern anymore, but it's also not vintage yet. They're cool. I have one that I really like, but that's enough for me. So maybe at one point I might add an Rainbow High, or I might add my scene that I really like or something like that, you know, other doll or toy lines. But yeah, there's not a lot of space anymore here. And right to the left, we continue very vintage. Just in the front here is a little custom pony, but behind there, those are all the pieces I have belonging to Rainbow Bride. So this is not even a real one, so this green one is a fake sprite, but I have the horse, so Starlight, and then 2 sprites and 1 dress. And this sprite here is actually wearing one of Rainbow Bride's dresses, which I picked up at the flea market, but I don't even have a Rainbow Bride doll. And to be honest, if I had one, I don't know if I can fit her. And then we continue with G1 My Little Pony. So here are a couple of, this is actually one of my favorite parts of my room right now when I'm sitting at my couch and I'm just looking over here. It fills me with so much joy. I have the pretty parlor and also the box for the pretty parlor. It's not that noticeable anymore because right next to it is a big dream castle and right in the front is the baby buggy. But you can still see that I own the box for the Schönheitssalon in German, so the pretty parlor, very iconic, very typical, the very first My Little Pony playset. And yeah, I have added a couple of pieces to my baby buggy. For example, you know that I found the blankie and the bonnet to it at Nachtlichtcon. And here's the star. Here's the dream castle. Probably my favorite My Little Pony playset. I think I have to go a step back. Yeah, I think that's better. I have it almost complete. There are a couple of pieces missing and a couple of them I have also bought. I have them already. I have just not had the time to unbox them. Most of the pieces to it are inside. I don't know if you can see anything in there. But you know, some of the loops, etc. The drawbridge is working, and I have Spike there, and I have Majesty, including her head. She looks so cute, she looks so pretty. And I have added a couple of other really like classic ponies, like I have added Firefly and also Peachy, which Peachy obviously goes to the pretty parlor, that's why she's here, and Twinkles. So at times when, I don't know, I have no space for a pony, and it's a very classic one, I might just put a pony there, put a pony there, something like this. At least that's my idea. And down below I have the box. It's such a giant box, but it fits perfectly in there. I know it's a little bit, can you, yeah, but there's still this glare. When I got this from France, that's why it says Mon Petit Poney, so it's a French box, and this is the dream castle that goes into that box. I really wasn't sure if I would have place for it, but I do. It fits so, it's like magic. It fits so well in between those shelves and then the castle on top. And I mean, I'm not able to put the flags on top of the castle, but this is my ceiling, so there's no more space. This was perfect. I could not have wished for a better place for this beautiful playset. Down below, this hasn't changed. Still all of my flutter ponies are on this little shelf. They fit perfectly in there, so why should I change it? The only thing is they're not behind glass, so I have to dust them a little more often. I have the complete flutter pony set. Most of the wings though are reproduction wings. And I also added the 2 ponies that are from the HQ G1 custom pony group that are not vintage ponies, but they are the flutter pony poses. So I have Love Bound here, and then I have, oh my gosh, what was her name? Prism in there. I also have almost all of the flutter pony comms. So I'm working towards a Flutter Pony video where I showcase them. So let's hope I can at least add maybe one of the ribbons and a little bit of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm pretty far in. I'm working on it. My bigger doll shelf and a couple of plushies. So I have my Little Miss dolls here, also my Susie Snapshot, and a couple of other dolls like this PJ Sparkle or PJ Twinkle, PJ Sparkle. This is PJ Sparkle Twinkle. This is, oh my goodness, the other one. Then I have my Little Miss Singing Mermaid in there. So this hasn't changed. I think you have seen it exactly like it is now. In the front I have my childhood plush. So this is one of my only real childhood plushies that I still have. Hoppy. It's not from a specific toy line, but it matches so well because it's a rainbow bunny, and there is a original Care Bear with a rainbow on it. So they have both kind of the same light pink color, so that's why they are both here. Then there's Papa and Mama from the Snuggle Bums, and a couple of babies from a Puppy Surprise. And the only thing that has changed is that horse, although it doesn't seem like, but Blaze, the horse from the PJ Sparkles line, I have her double now. I specifically got her because she's working. I mean, yeah, you pointed out this star is not working, but to be honest, I don't even really see it. So now I have a working one in my collection, and the other one is, you saw her over there, right in the corner, which I might sell her. She's not working. Right next to the Dream Castle, I have this huge pile of plushies. Most of them are vintage, a couple of them are a little bit newer. I just added a couple of them, but in general you already know this plushie aisle here. The toys I've added here is, for example, this little lots of legs. I added this turtle tot here. And for example, the My Pet Monster, or better, the My Monster Pet. But there's Popples, a couple of Popples. I love Popples. All of them are from flea markets. There's another Popple. There's another Popple, two of them. G3 Pony, for example, the Doodle Bear. There's a pretty rare Monchichi, and a modern Care Bear, a McDonald's Furby, all that stuff. Here's another G3 baby. As I said, the My Monster Pet, belonging to the My Pet Monster line. Another Popple and another Doodle Pet. So also changed up my my window thing here. I mean, generally, as I said, my computer and my big working desk is up here, so you cannot really look very much behind. But yeah, I had to take out the G3 Ponyville stuff, and also the blind bag ponies and all of that stuff from other displays where I had them before, because I had no really space for it. But I figured, well, around here there were just some little mini toys, some Chopkins and stuff like that, which I don't need to have on display. And also, this stuff is not really so important to me that I would really be mad when it gets a little bit, when it bleaches a little bit, because it's directly on the window front, so it will, the colors will bleach a little bit. It's all pretty modern stuff. This is from the 4th generation of My Little Pony, or better, I should say it's from Equestria Girls. I don't even like that cartoon, but the minifigures are good. I love Friendship is Magic, but Equestria Girls, just not my case. Why make people out of them? But the figures are cute. So I have those here. I have one playset from the Ponyville And then I have all of these Ponyville here. They're cute. And they're all from flea markets. What should I say? And also this full jar of G4 blind bag ponies. They're also all from flea markets. And a couple of other miscellaneous things like, you know, that I got from flea markets that are still in the package from G3.5 and G4. Oh yeah, and a little H&M bag. And my Japanese Barbie. I don't know where to put her. She has had now 3 different spots in my collection and I've never really liked it. She goes well with those colors because she's pretty red and that matches with this house and that matches with this. It's dark pink red. So she's now in my flowers. I don't know where to put her. She looks just odd in my normal Barbie collection because she's more modern. She's from 2005? I forgot already. She's from really my, I don't want to say childhood, but she's from my youth. That's why I want to keep her, but I don't have really a really good space to display her. That's why she's over there. And also Headless Pony. This is just a cotton candy that was looking awful. I have gotten her back to original color. I tried to get the rust out of the tail. There's still a little bit tail rust and I had to rehair her, but that's my project at the moment. Okay, and this is the main My Little Pony unit of my collection. It also has not really changed a lot. So whatever I'm telling you now, you should all kind of know it if you've watched any of my other collection videos, because the top shelf has all of my collector's post ponies. It's pretty cramped in there, so there's not a lot of space left. I have an idea how to change it up to make this shelf bigger and get rid of the absolute bottom shelf. Then I will have one more row for G1 collector's post ponies. Ponies like here are definitely a couple of them are a little bit more special. This is my Mexican Peachy, for example. Here's my Argentinian Minty. There are lots of Italy ponies. There's a Macau. This is Macau Peachy, for example. This is a Macau Lemon Drop. So I love them and it's one of my favorite pony poses. They're so classic and I want to add to that collection. So I need more space, but like I have an idea. So that will be probably, I think my next project will be shelf risers there. Then change that up and then I have to take care of that door. But yeah, down below, more ponies that are, I consider to be classic ponies, early ponies, like the first unicorns, yeah, the first unicorns here, or second, whatever, but first sets that had unicorns, like, you know, Gusty, and we have here a Moon Dancer and Sparkler, a couple of early Earth ponies like Tootsie. There we have well, early Pegasus pony, Heartthrob, Posy, Bowtie, Applejack, etc. Cherry's Jubilee. And I have the first set of rainbow ponies here. Is it actually complete? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's complete. But I have a couple of, like, you know, doubles, which are variants. Like here's a variant of Starshine. There is a variant of Moonstone. And what I wanted to do with the G3 shelf, what I said, with rows of ponies adults and then the first row of ponies babies, with this shelf it works out, because also G1 ponies have a lot of baby ponies in the toy line. So all the classic first baby ponies from the Baby Pony Play and Care set. And if we go down, it immediately gets more colorful, because we have the tropical ponies, the rock and beat ponies, roller skate ponies, dance and prance ponies. And then I changed it up a little bit in the front here. There are now all of my Betty Bye ponies. I know a lot of people don't like them. They are definitely also not my favorite type of baby ponies, but they're not ugly. They're just a little bit different. They look tired. They always look tired, I think so. There's definitely more space. So this is now where I put all of my baby ponies. Yeah, well, I didn't say it, but there's also Rosetta in the back, and actually I'm a little bit more Hurley pony, Madly. But those are more from the mid line, and a couple of like the roller skate ponies. They're pretty much Euro exclusives from the end of the pony line. Generation 1 ponies I try to arrange by set, so I have more of the sets together. So there in the last row, there are all of the Twinkle Eye ponies that I have. Well, not all of them go to the same set because there were 2 sets of Twinkle Eyes. And also, for example, this one here, this goes to another set. So it goes to the party gift set. Then there are my Twice as Fancy ponies in the middle. So from the first Twice as Fancy set, and another one of the early ponies, Powder, to the left, because, yeah, as I said, I try to get them together by set, but not all of the sets fit next to each other. Then I have 4 of the Sunshine ponies. I'm still missing the 2 last ones that were not released in Europe. They're so hard to find and definitely expensive. Then I have the what do we have here? Different ponies, but European ones, all of them. So this is one from the Romance ponies. Then we have actually, yeah, all 3 that I have, at least together. They're from the Flower ponies. You see there's Tulip, there's Bluebell. I'm only missing not this line, so I always don't remember her name, but I will put it here. This is the one I think which is the most expensive from this set, but she's also not very high on my wish list because this whole set is, I don't know, it's cute, but it's not very special to me. Then in the front, as I said, baby ponies. So this is the full set. Well, it's not the full set because I took out baby Lickety Split to go over there to her family because it's the first tooth baby ponies, but I have at least all of the other 5 in here. And then I also put a couple of adult ponies in the front, which I really love at the moment. So this is the different version of Firefly from the cassette tape. One of my prized possessions now. Really, really love that pony. It's so beautiful. And I have Magic Hat here. I recently just rehaired the tip of her, like, you know, the forelock. So now I have, and also rehaired a couple of plugs in the back. And I kind of glossed the symbol again because it was crumbling off so badly. So, yeah, I think I restored her pretty nice. She's a stunning pony. And this is another example where I don't have all the set together because it's a Magic Message pony. You remember down there is one of the Magic Message ponies. I have 1 Magic Message pony in my bin of bait ponies that I still have to get to. I have Floater, not on display. And I think I have 1 more Magic Message pony somewhere down there. We will get there. Some Precious Pocket ponies in the back and also some talking ponies. There's my only So Soft, Best Wishes. I love her, although I'm not the biggest fan of So Soft ponies, but I got her when I was in the US and she's in pretty good condition, so her head looks so shiny. There she is. And a lot of the ponies on this shelf are Sweetheart Sisters. And also the 4 School Time ponies with her bags. But yeah, Sweetheart Sisters, you see kind of actually doubles, but they are different. Like this is, for example, the straight hair version of Twinkler. And this is the curly hair version. She has cut hair, but it's the curly hair version with a different tinsel in it. So I kept those ponies. They are different indeed. Then I have my only Sundazzle Sweetheart Sister. And then more of the Glittery Sweetheart Sisters, the one with the tinsel. Also, this is a different version to this. For example, the stars look different, and also the tinsel has a different color. So that's why I keep them, although this has cut hair. Anyways, more Sweetheart Sisters. This is also one of my absolute favorites. She is a US exclusive from the first Sweetheart Sister sets. From the first Sweetheart Sister sets, I'm only missing one. Frilly Flower is this, and I'm missing Fancy Flower. I kind of mixed in between. You can see a couple of Sweetheart Sisters that have the tinsel, so the glittery ones next to the normal ones. I just put them more or less by pose, I think. Yeah. Here I changed the head and the body, so I have now the better hair and tail, and still the body is not completely matching to the head, but yeah, it was an experiment. And baby ponies in the front, actually the, what are they called? The Fancy Pants babies. And here also a variant with a short streak and the long streak. Also the diaper looks a little bit different color-wise. Yeah, let's go to the last real pony shelf. I don't know, it's pretty dark in there, but I think you can see. There are two of my bride ponies. Yeah, I have more than one because you saw one of them is in my kind of bridal display. That's also my Christmas pony, and then there are the 4 ponies of the not carousel, I always want to say carousel, the merry-go-rounds that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Because the 5th pony there, this is another one of the Magic Message ponies. So this one. Ooh, where's my hand? This one. This is another Magic Message. These are carousel merry-go-round ponies. And then I have 4 of the Sweet Berry ponies over there. 4 on the left. And the 4 on the right is the complete set of the Schlemmer ponies in German. Cookery ponies. Yeah, I also rehaired now finally. I don't know if that was already the case last time. Ooh. I rehaired Vanilla Treats. So now I have this pony set complete. I mean, complete. I have all the ponies. I don't have any of the aprons. They're so hard to find. And then here in the front, those are the ponies from the second set of rainbow ponies. And now also my UK Wedding Bells Confetti has her dress. I still keep her on the shelf because to me she kind of belongs to the second set rainbow ponies. And in the front there are just 3 of my baby boy ponies. 2 that go to the Abenteuer baby pony set. So it's a different set in Germany, or in Germany than in other parts, but 2 of them that kind of in Germany go together with these girls here with a Fancy Pants. But they have both the peekaboo kind of head. And Baby Lucky, which is a mail order. The very last shelf is fakies, and mostly fakies that I don't really like. I mean, a couple of them I like these Leonard sitting babies there, or these carousel ponies, the babies here. But mostly it's the fakies that I not really like. So this shelf will go, everything will probably go 1 step lower, and then I have more space for the collector's post ponies. Okay guys, that's it. That was probably around 2 hours long, I think. You know, I could make it shorter and just say, oh well, here are my G1 ponies. I have not changed anything. Here are my... Do you want to know? Do you want to see a video like that? So I feel like always the need to explain a little bit more and talk about them. And I love talking about that stuff because it's actually why I do this channel. I love those toys, and most of my like normal friends and family and all of that, they're not really into it. So I need to talk about it. And not just online by clicking on yeah, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I do that. And if you really love that, then maybe subscribe to the channel. I upload a lot of videos about all of those lovely vintage toys. So thank you so much for watching. See you real soon, and may the toys and ponies and all of this vintage goodness be with you. Bye!